Hello, good people. It's your girl Milo, and I am back with another interesting episode of Sit with Milo. You already know the vibe. Please make sure you follow all of our social media and do make sure you like, comment, and share. Today, with me in the studio, I have with me a very fantastic person, incredible personality, black and shine. She's just too sweet. I want her to introduce herself. Miss, you have the floor.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tolani of Tola's Dining. I'm into catering services, and I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you, Ms. Tolani. Now, today we are going to be vibing to a very interesting topic. You know, marriages are going left, right, and center. But we still realize that in this society that we have today, most ladies are scared of getting married. You know, we used to hear this narrative that, oh, men choose who they want to be with, blah, blah, blah. But nowadays, it is the lady. Like, they are really scared of who they want to be with. Mr. Lani, why do you think women have that fear of getting married?
Hmm. Married. Permit me to use Yoruba. Ìbádàpọ̀ ọjọ́ pípẹ́.
Ìbádàpọ̀ ọjọ́ pípẹ́.
I don't know, but the thing is, marriage is not just something that we will just venture into like a relationship. You will agree with me that is not so. Because in marriage, you see different things. You see the ugly, you see the worst. At least at times self, you feel like, do I really need to do this? Why did I even take this step? But in everything, I just feel like if we have a communicative partner and then if we have God, I
But
feel
what do you think is causing that fear? Like there's something that is initiating that fear in women. Is it the social media, what we read, or what we are seeing?
there are a lot of things.
Like
If
what?
you're talking about the fears of marriage, there are a lot. Because one, independence. You feel like when you're married, you can't make decision yourself alone.
Who said that?
Yes, you can't make your personal decision. If you want to make decision, you have to make a decision that is going to be okay for you and your partner. You can't make a decision. You can't just say, okay, now when you are single, when you are still in a relationship, you can have some freedom. But then when you are married, there has to be limits to many things. You cannot just say, okay, I'm going out with my friend, though. Like, now, like the normal when we're in relationship, your friend can call you that, babe, we're going to the club, or would you go with us? You can just say, babe, my friend just called me now and I just need to go out. But when you are married, bro, you guys inform the guy that you are going out, like maybe a week, 2 weeks too. Am I even saying 2 weeks? Like a month too.
No,
Because
no.
you'll be
Sorry,
feeling
let me
insecure.
cut you. Let me cut you. Now, is it safe? If I understand what you're saying, that means you're saying that ladies are getting the fear of getting married because they don't want to share their time with their partner.
No,
They don't. Okay.
I'm not talking about time now. Like, okay, let's put the club aside.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that you would want to do. Like, I really want to do this. But the fact that you are married and you need to put your husband into
What are the
consideration.
things you want to do that
Okay,
you
like let's
cannot
say
do
now.
with your
Okay, let's say maybe festive period now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say we are both Christians. My parents would celebrate Xmas in their house. My husband's parents would also celebrate Xmas in their house. In as much as I really want to be with my parents, because I've been away from them,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to be with them. I wouldn't want to go because my husband's family. My
They
husband
usually want to be with you.
Yes,
And their
actually,
children.
and their children.
Mm.
Because my husband would also want me to go there and perform his wife duties,
Mm.
and I would also want to go. So look at that. I can't fight my husband because I want to go to my house.
Mm.
So those things are one of the fears in marriage.
To me, I think if you have a very understanding partner, if you have someone that is understanding, someone that you guys have formed a tag team, you understand, he should be able to cover you up sometimes.
You can't cover up for you in festive periods.
Those
I don't think
really
you
matter.
understand. Do you know that when you are in marriage, you're not just with your husband?
Yeah.
So
And
you have
the
to,
man is not also with his family alone.
definitely.
You have to.
Then even in the Bible, it is written there that he will come and marry you, and will love only you and leave his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Abi, is it not written there?
Mhm.
It is written there. So there are some things okay, maybe because we are in the African world, there are some things that we really need to put into consideration. Not only even independence now, not only freedom. Talking about commitment too, like marriage, you have to be committed in everything.
Don't you even know what I think? I think that there is something really going on in the marriage system, because I think everything is a system, yeah. Now this is it. This is what I'm thinking. I think that men will do things out of their own free will, and when it's the woman turn to do their own, they will now put it in the cultural way, like, so permit me, nílé wa a kì í ṣe nǹkan báyìí, like in our house we don't do something like this, or in the Yoruba land you can't do something like this because it is the woman. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Like I can have a function in my house and cover for my husband that, oh, he's working.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be working. He might be at home. Probably we're not in a good mood. You understand? I might just cover for him that, oh, he's working. But when it is their own family time, like you said, the festive period,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be hard for them to cover for you. Is that
Yes.
what is causing the fear? Like the fear of being
Those
lost.
things are there, but then another thing is, when you are married,
Mm.
I don't know, but some when you guys are still in the relationship, you be feeling the vibe. It's not like you guys won't fight and all,
Mm.
but marriage, you're going to be together for, we're not talking about 10 years here.
Mm.
You'll be together forever and
And
ever.
ever. Amen.
So you will see a lot of things.
Mm.
Okay, let's look at it in this direction.
Okay.
Okay, there was a time I had one neighbor
Mm.
that when she got married to her husband,
Mm.
she was really slim, she was fine and everything.
Mhm.
Then she gave birth to 2 kids.
Mm.
Just 2 kids.
So she started getting
Her
weak.
husband started body shaming her, making her feel less of herself.
Oh.
See, no matter what in marriage, I feel like communication is key. The communication we are talking about is not only the communication we have when we are married. Communication is a thing that has to go over and over again.
Like it has to be consistent.
It has to be consistent. It's not something that you just do and just feel like, I've communicated when I was in a relationship with you, I don't need to communicate anymore. No. You have to keep it consistent. And if you have an understanding partner, I feel like it would just limit those fears in you.
Mm.
You get. But then it is what it is.
But according
The
to
fact
some,
that sorry to cut you,
Mhm.
the fact that marriage is a long term thing, I think that's the actual fear in this thing. Like, it's not something that you just want to do and then if it doesn't work, you move on.
so you are scared of the long run.
Actually, I think that's what people are scared of now.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
So why you not married?
Actually, maybe it's not the right time to get married.
You are scared of the long run too.
No, not really, but I think
So
before you get
to an
married, they need to
extent,
just
I actually feel
make
like
a decision.
some ladies, I'm not saying all, I'm not generalizing, I'm just saying some ladies want to act single while they're married.
I think so too, but I think nowadays, we are in the social media world.
The issue is not social media. It is how you allow yourself to allow social media swallow your personality, where you're coming from, where you're going to.
And that's where self-love comes in. When you love yourself, it doesn't matter what your husband does to you. You won't compare someone else's marriage online with yours.
True, facts.
You would not, you would never. Because you would agree with me that in marriage, there are times when your husband will do something that you'll be very happy with. And there are times when he is going to do things out of the ugly. Like, you will be so pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But that does not still mean that you tell your husband that, okay, I'm not even doing it again, like we used to do when we were in relationship. A lot of you cannot tell me now that even you as you are married, you can't tell me that maybe when your husband did something to you while you guys were still courting, you have never for once told him that it's over. But when you are in marriage, it's a long thing, very long thing.
Do you know that marriage is not a new thing? You understand? This marriage, even if it's arranged marriage or you guys met, did your talking stage, went through all the whole process yourself. Marriage is not just starting today. It has been there for the longest of time. It has been there. And people like our mothers, our forefathers, they have married themselves and they are still there. But nowadays, the Gen Z, I mean the ones before the Gen Z, now they have combined themselves together to act like Gen Zs and they don't want to get married.
I get what you're saying, but do you know that you can't compare those days with now?
Why?
You can't, because
Why?
in those days our fathers can marry up to 5 wives and they will still be living together like there's nothing wrong with them.
Okay.
But nowadays, even in a relationship, ordinary, how are you doing? Your boyfriend is asking another girl that is not his babe. You would flare up. Oh.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know about you, but me, I would flare up.
Let me tell you something. She said something else that our forefathers can marry four, 5 wives, and our mothers will still be there. Abi? Now, I think that during those days, yeah, women do not really have a say. Like it's like a I must die here affair. But nowadays, we have a say. That is why we do court wedding. So why are you still scared of getting married? Like you have a backup for you already. You understand what I'm saying? You have a backup. So why are you still scared? Because I've seen people, I'm scared. They have people that really do love them, but they are still scared. Why?
They are scared, obviously. You're talking about court wedding now. I want to ask you a question. Is it all men outside now, like now, this Gen Z world, that would like to have a court wedding?
Why? Why not? Any educated person will actually apply to a court wedding.
Okay, what if your guy actually wants to do a court wedding? You guys have talked about it that okay, we are going to do a court wedding, and then maybe his parents, one way or the other, tells you that why?
It should be the one to face his parents.
Because I've heard something like that before, that the lady was telling her father that she wants to get married and she's going to do a court wedding, blah blah blah. Ask me what was her father's response. Her father was like, "Shebi musu ẹ ló máa gbé lọ court."
Musu, what's that?
Like, okay,
Your puppy, your cat.
yes, that like she is your husband that wants to do court wedding with you. Like ìgbà tí mi fẹ́ ya ẹ̀, ṣé mo ṣe court wedding? Ẹ ti sọ how did they say that now? Like ẹ ti sọ how do they call culture in Yoruba?
Àṣà.
Ẹ ti sọ àṣà, yes. Ẹ ti sọ àṣà wa, ẹ ti wá sọ àṣà di nǹkan mi.
No, I do not mean any disrespect, but I think that those people do not have the knowledge. All you need to do is to sit them down and let them know the benefits for you in that court marriage.
Again, I want to ask you a question. Does court marriage really, like all the laws guiding court marriage, do they really work?
Yes, it does.
They work?
It does. Now, our advice, ladies, if you're trying to get married, please make sure you do court wedding.
Of course, please.
And have a lawyer as your friend. Now let me say this. I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm going to say it on air. But I'm not going to mention her name. I have a friend. She's a lawyer. And when I wanted to get married, in fact, after my court wedding, she told me that do not get any property in Mr. and Mrs. something. Once you're getting that property in Mr. and Mrs. something, you're saying it belongs to both of you. Does not matter if it is your money, if it is your sweat. If you're stupid enough to, it is not stupidity, but the way things are going, you just have to apply wisdom. Now, even your marriage certificate, they will not change your name to Mr. and Mrs. something. It is going to be Mr. something, Miss something coming together. Do you understand? They're not going to remove your surname. So if you choose to remove your surname based on the normal thing that we met on ground, of which I was told that it is not compulsory to bear his name. You understand? But I'm sure men do not like it. So let's just say you agree to bear his name. When you're buying property, When you're buying property, it is not compulsory for you to do Mr.
A joint
and
property, you mean,
Mrs.
right?
something. If you're scared of him, if it's not somebody you can bank on.
Aside
If it's
from
somebody
banking on
that
somebody, I don't think it's
with your
acceptable.
sweat.
I don't
If it's
think
somebody
so.
that can put you from 100 to 0, it's not bankable. And not that sometimes that you're already married and then you get to find out that, oh shit, I'm in a mess.
It can't be that bad. You'd have seen some signs when you were
Sometimes
dating.
it takes marriage. Trust me, during relationship, you didn't see anything. You thought you saw something. You didn't see. Now I'm not trying to scare you people. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but I'm not saying you have seen nothing. Do you understand? Now the best thing, if you know this person is not bankable, this person is not trustworthy, this person can elope with your sweat, and especially if you own, let's say 80-90% of that sweat, buy your property in your name. You understand? Does not mean you don't love him. Nothing changes. But buy your property in your name. Because if he decides today that is no longer interested, and let's just say they want to split the property, anything you buy in Mr. and Mrs. Orishirishi will be splitted or be split, anyone, between the Mr. and Mrs. Orishirishi, even if it is your money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So we already have a backing for women.
That's court wedding, right?
Yes. So if your parents do not see the good side of going to court, I don't want to call any religion, but some people believe in Nikai, this and that.
You can also have a nikai and then still do court wedding. Don't let anybody brainwash you that when they just join you guys together in the religious way, you don't need a court wedding. It is essential. Oshekoko.
Oshekoko. So let me ask you this question, Tolani. Now, ladies are scared of getting married, yeah? Because of the kind of product of men that we have outside, or probably because of I don't know the tension. I don't want to say tension, but because I don't know the tension. But let's just accept that they are scared of getting married. But they are sexually active.
Something must kill a man.
Something must kill a man. So why are you killing yourself when you know you don't want to plant your seed there? What is it?
How sure are you that they don't want to plant their seed there?
But we just said they are scared of getting married.
It's not. See, these things are just some. Just to direct me. We are sinning, right? Because it is not even acceptable for us, according to the Bible and the Quran, to meet with our so-called husband before marriage, right? All of us, people that are married.
So why don't you want to get married and enjoy the full blessing?
Olotu. Sorry, I'm going to use Yoruba on this one. Am I going to propose to a man and say, please marry me? No.
Okay, are we saying the men are not proposing? Are we saying they are not proposing? So
that's what it is. What it is. Some men are not proposing. Okay, come to think of it, you are dating somebody, and then this person keeps on asking you anytime you guys meet, and ask you, babe, what are you using after this? Does that person want to really get married? Like maybe
after meeting.
Yes, after meeting, like maybe you guys were intimate.
Wow.
You get, and then just right there on that bed, asking you, babe, please, what are we going to use after this? I think it's the right of the lady to ask the guy, or to even know that I don't want to get pregnant before we get married, though. You get, but then that is even giving a red flag. In as much as the lady wants to be in that relationship. That is a red flag. And then it's not even something that happened once. It happened first time, second time, third time. You get
regular.
Like, to the extent that it got to a point, and I felt like, am I still going to go to this guy's place? I don't think I want to go there. You get, like, because you were saying, okay, I don't want a girlfriend, I want someone I want to get married to, and then you are still the one asking a question like that.
I don't understand. The guy is saying that.
Okay, he's asking me. Okay, babe.
I don't want to
Okay,
get friend. I
okay,
want
okay.
a wife.
The last time he asked me that question, I'm like, wait, what's your problem? Okay, I don't want to have this conversation again. And then I left. And then next thing he was like, do you know that he was still talking about it? Do you know that if you want to do something like this, you have to plan about it, you have to do this about it. I'm like, guy,
He
I
was
don't even
not
want to
thinking of
listen.
planning
Like,
when he was
do you
doing.
get? He was not even ready. That's just it, because he's not ready now.
So he's just using the line of I want to you. I don't want a girlfriend. I want a wife to just kill somebody.
Do you understand? And then he's just using that I want a girlfriend, I want to just make you feel like I'm not
You're
dating you
wanted.
for play. I really want
to
you.
marry.
But then you're not in the right position to tell me use contraceptive or not, or do something. Do you get? So
And there are some guys that will even get mad when they say that kind of stuff with you.
actually, I swear, if you see a guy that is actually ready, he would even be telling you, why? Do you get? Is it okay? You don't want to marry me, Abby? I understand. Do you understand? But for a man to be saying that, I think that's a red flag. And then you don't expect somebody to settle down with that kind of a man.
No.
Even though, in as much as you've spoken to the man about it the first time, he still said it the second time, and then the third time. No. Maybe wise.
But I think if you ask me to be sincere, I think most ladies, most of us, we go for men that do not deserve us. Like, I'm not saying one person is not deserving of the other person. I'm not speaking low of any gender. What I'm saying is that sometimes, like, this person, if you want to look at it on the long run, if you're not trying to say, oh, this guy is cute, this guy is, if you're not trying to look at it from that point, if you're trying to be sincere with yourself deep down, you will see that this person is not this person. But probably because we like the D, he knows how to use the D, or probably he has sweet mouth, or probably he's good looking, or probably he's got the cash, something charming about him. We just want to like screw you down, like, oh, probably he will change. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we already saw, we will not call it red flag then, already saw that this person is not my person. Let me use myself as an example.
Okay.
I used to date a guy, and then already knew from the beginning, even before the relationship, we were friends, and I already knew that this person is not somebody I can get married to. Already knew. Like, okay, he did not really have a red flag, guys. But this is it. What I saw was that it's this kind of person that when I'm with him, is always quiet, like extraordinary quiet. Probably people will probably say that, oh, you're controlling him and you're intimidating him because I was bigger, I have a body, and is petite. What do you call it? Is it petite? Yes, it's so petite. And they will say that, oh, probably I'm just bullying him, something like that. But once I am not there, is another personality, a different human being.
But do you know that kind of a man can be, though he's not good, you can actually, I think have you ever had the session with him and telling him that, why are you always like this when I'm with you, and then when I'm not around you're like this? It can be that he's scared of losing you. Maybe he and his friends had said something that kò lè fẹ́, do you get? So it will be like kò fẹ́ tẹ́. He doesn't want to lose, he doesn't want you to feel like he's not working. Do you get? So he might be doing those things to please you. Do you get? Because of maybe some of the conversation he has with his
Now let me correct
friends.
you on that.
Okay.
Let me correct you on that. Now this is what I will say to that. If you are staying with any guy, if you're dating any guy, if you are with any guy with the intention of probably marrying him, let's just put marriage aside. If you're dating any guy and the guy is showing you another side of him, and when you're not there, is portraying another side of him, run. Run.
Sure.
He has to be his best version, like the craziest with you.
But before they run, I feel like they need to talk about it. Did you talk about it then? Did you
let
talk
me
about
let
it?
me let me brief you. Let me brief you about him. He's a very nice person.
Okay.
Like he's a very, like I said, I did not really see any red flag about him so far. But this is what happened. He's somebody that when I'm there, he's so quiet. In fact, if he go like talk plenty talk, maybe like 10 sentences, you understand? Yeah,
That
he's so
bad?
reserved like that. And there's no money that will come into his account that you will not say, babe, this money is coming. No, like he's too free with me. I love that for him. I love that for us. But then when I'm not there, the kind of comments I get, to the extent that somebody was telling me that, like we were just gisting with my friend then. That person was my friend then, and the person was telling me like out of gist, I think she got carried away because that was the first time I would hear that this guy is actually a smoker. I have never seen him with a lighter. Talk less of carrying all these
Cigarette.
things that I don't want to mention more than cigarettes.
Wow.
I've never seen. So when she mentioned it, I was like, wait, is it this person? Are you trying to narrate my man to me? I don't understand. And she was like, she was trying to change the topic. I was like, no, just wait. Tell me what is going on.
Okay.
She now changed it for me that, you know, if you say you don't know, saying they smoke now. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so when you said it the first time, I did not know it was the bad side of him that I was keeping. Did you get? So now that I understand, please run.
Run, oh. Run, oh.
Run, oh. Hey.
Just run. please.
Sasala Femi,
You know,
run.
men can be dangerous, really. And I don't know why they are like that. I think it has been like that from the onset. We are just having a different version of the, is it bad ass or bad asses? Like before, it used to be flex that I can marry 2 or 3 wives. You know, I can enter this room and eat a bar. I can enter here and eat semo. But now they're getting worse by the day. And I think it's from the parents. The background. It is from the parents.
Actually, I used to feel like if you are from a home that your father treats your mom like a queen,
Yes.
you would act like it.
Yes.
So, and then, do you know that there are some people that have good upbringing? Like their father and mother, they like their marriage are so blessed, but because of peer pressure and maybe many things, like maybe heartbreak can cause it too. Let's not forget that too can come in place. Do you get? Okay, we've been talking about men now. We have to talk about women too. So it's not going to be like we are being partial. Do you get? Do you know that heartbreak can make a man that is very, very
Loving.
can turn that man to a beast. Okay, I heard something from a friend one time
Okay.
that he sponsored his girlfriend throughout school. When he does not even really, it's not like he's working like that. He's also a student, but he was also sponsoring the girl and everything. But guess what? She later left him and married someone else.
Okay.
But he, in his mind, already had it in mind that okay, this girl is who I want to marry, so I would invest in her.
Okay.
But she disappointed him. Do you get? So that kind of a man now, I think he's going to be scared to do anything, like to be committed again like that for another lady.
Well, let me tell you
Do you
this.
understand?
Let me tell you this. There's a trend on TikTok. Like there's a trend, a song, a trend. The first week when you touch ground, I do you 500K. Who does that? Were does that. Is Were.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Were does that. That is why. Now let me tell you this. No matter the heartbreak, I know heartbreak can be crazy. And there are levels to these heartbreaks.
Yeah, you don't go on social media and brand
There are
all
levels.
over because
And-
someone broke your heart. I
and-
think that's very childish.
Aside the levels aspect, there are ways that people take heartbreak. Like we have shock absorber past ourselves. Some people will take it and they will want to go crazy. Some people get hospitalized for just going through
Yeah.
heartbreak. Why some will just drink and drink ogogoro and they are good to go. But let me tell you this: no matter what is happening to you or what you're going through or the heartbreak, you should not lose or lose your own training. You cannot lose yourself because of somebody that don't value you.
Yeah.
If you lose yourself in that line because of somebody that does not even see your the goodness in you, let me just say that they don't rate you, they don't see your goodness, they don't value you, and because of that person you want to go astray. You know, because of that person, if you follow that line, you will actually lose somebody that is best in your life.
Yeah.
So why follow the trend? You don't have to follow the trend. Yoruba will say ẹni tí wọ́n conquer tó gbà or whatever, ìkà wà nínú ẹ̀. People go through heartbreak. Married men sef, dem dey chop breakfast and they will still come home and eat semo that their wife prepared for them.
I think divorce is even one of those things that even make people fear a lot.
Divorce.
Divorce is one of those things too.
Divorce should not make people fear, if you ask me.
No, because you know, if you're coming from a background that no one has a record of divorce, and then okay, because you are going through things in your marriage, and then you just choose to divorce your husband.
Okay.
Before you take that step, you will think of many things.
Yes.
What will people say about me? How do I want people to look at me? I'm a disappointment to my parents. But these things they are like, I'm not married and I'm not in the right position to say that people should get a divorce. Because they used to say, there's a saying that says that you never can tell what I don't know how they put that word, but don't judge what you've not been through.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think the fear of divorce too, like ti bá marry tó bá fail nǹkan. Do you get? So those things are
That's the problem
one
right
of
there.
the
What you
things
just
that
mentioned now.
that are dragging people back from marriage.
What
Like,
you just-
like me now, Emi, I'm scared of getting married.
Why?
Like, I'm scared. I'm
Why?
not gonna lie, because you know, I just feel like I will look at myself at times. I'll be like, ṣé wàá tí mò ń wù yìí? Ṣé wàá dẹ̀ lọ́kàn ṣá? Because
now you are talking.
like, do you
what
get?
are those evil?
Do you get?
No,
Because
no,
I'll be like, because there are some days that I just want to be on my own. Do you get? I just want to think. I don't want anybody to stress me. And then you'll be there asking me, babe, you know, I'm not even, you can ask me, have you eaten? What have you eaten? And then I'll answer you freely. But there's some days that I don't even want to talk to anybody. And then anything you say to me, I'll be angry about it. And you will take offense. You can even say, o ti mọ tó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀, do you get? And then they'll take it up. And then I'll be like, okay, so what if we were married and something like this happened? Will you send me out of the house?
Okay.
Do you understand? And you will agree with me that there are sometimes ladies, they're like, even if you just say anything, like, I don't know, but I'm talking about
That's
myself.
hormonal imbalance.
Do you get? No, it's not even like,
It is your hormone speaking for you.
yes, like especially, okay, let me say this. When you are menstruating, I don't know about you, but me, I have
don't like to
mood
be
swings.
touched, you don't like-
I don't like to be touched. Like, even if you are talking into my ear,
Sounding like noise.
yes, do you get? I feel so irritated. I don't want people around me. I just want to be on my own and do my thing.
And that's where communication comes in, if you ask me.
Do you understand? And then I feel like, okay, maybe this guy does not even know me too well to know that my babe, she's somebody like this. So you need to understand who you are with. You need to communicate every fucking time. It's not like I'll be mad at you and then you just feel like, hey, let me just leave her now and not talk to her. You need to ask me, what's the issue?
Should I tell you something on that?
Okay.
Now, you said they need to understand you, they need to communicate with you, blah, blah, blah. You have to communicate first.
Oh, okay. What if I communicate and it feels like that's not a valid point for you to do that?
No, this is how you communicate. I don't know, we teach each other every day. That is why we have this podcast anyway. We teach ourselves. And this is it. You know yourself. You own yourself. You understand? You know that, okay, during this certain period of the month, it feels like my head is exploding. It's a matter of during the courtship, during the process of dating, babe, I'm in my period. Like, if you constantly remind him that, babe, this, you cannot tell me that every month you just want to act like that.
No,
But
no.
there are some months you want to act like that. But if you constantly let him understand that, babe, whether we like it or not, they are babies. That children that they have in their mother's house, it is their mother's house. That one is, don't go and play ball, come and wash plates. The one that they are going to use in our husband and wife house, you are going to teach them because they're going to stay with you. You have your own rules. And the earlier, the better for you. Start killing, is it killing? Start killing the rules. Babe, it's my time of the month, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Sometimes I tell my husband, I'm just, sometimes work, okay, I don't want to use the period
Work
side.
stress too.
Work stress. I'll just say, babe, I am tired. I am just tired. Probably he wants, is in the mood. I'm just telling people I'm tired. Because people will say, hey, you cannot say no when you're married, blah, blah, blah. I say no. But the way I will tell you no, even you will pity me that, no. We are women. You have to channel this energy in the right way. Maybe I will tell you, "Babe, I am so tired. See my leg. Somebody have matched me today. Help me, I'm dragging it. I cannot even walk properly. How do you want to hang the leg that cannot use to walk? How do you want to hang it up? Chauffeur, the moment you are massaging it, I'm already snoring. They'll cover you with duvet. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Probably you might want to try again in the middle of the night or early hours in the morning. Understand? You can just try your best, even if sometimes you're not in the mood. But when it's coming back to back, you understand, like that. Just try your best. That's what they call sacrifice. Just try your best to give him.
I can't relate.
You relate
because
we are going to break that yoke.
I cannot relate. Till further notice. When the time is amen. When the time is right.
So
and to the right man.
Let's just say probably in a relationship. I don't want to use marriage. Okay. Let's just say in a relationship. How do you make your spouse understand you? So that my own issue is I believe most people do not understand themselves. They think they understand themselves. They do not. They do not. I used to think I understand my husband when we are dating. But when I got married to him, I realized that I don't even understand anything. I don't even understand anything. I have to start again. Do you understand? So now I think if you ask me, I'm just saying, if you're dating somebody and you know you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, the earlier the better for you. Start setting your what's it called? Your card straight. This is what we are doing. This is what we are not doing. And when you're trying to make those points of what you're doing and what you're not doing, be putting the word, babe. You cannot be sounding like a man and you want to make a point. Men don't like it. I know people will say that, hey, it's all about men. It is not all about men. But for you to get your own ground easily, you don't want to explain yourself. You understand? I think you just try and be cool. Try and be civil. You cannot shout and make a point.
No.
Just try and be civil with the person. Oh, baby, we need to talk. Trust me, you say, eh. But you cannot say, I want to talk to you. They will tell you what? What is it? What happened? But you cannot say, babe, see, we want to talk, and he will not tell you, what happened? What happened? What happened? Did I do anything? You understand? Already he's already feeling guilty of what he has not even done. He's not even aware of what is happening. So from there you penetrate. See what you did yesterday, I don't like it too. Know that I told you that I'm not in the mood. Can you? And you now get angry because I said no, because I said that, Then you be like, it is not like that. It's because of this. It's because, and this is the reality. Most people will just turn their. It's not about turning your back. Now you turn your back, no mean say person no go. You will do it. And if you continue like that, his conclusion will be like, she's not sexually attracted to me, or she's not even
Yes.
sexy. They will not see your sexy part. I'm not saying you should have sex before marriage, but if we are already doing the two, that we know that we are already doing that kind of thing. It's not me, oh. I'm just saying, when we're already doing the do, just do it correct.
Mm.
There's no format in getting married, though. But once you know that this person, I don't pin am. Trust
Me, I
you don't
just
pin
feel
am.
like if you have your own person that you vibe with a lot, like you can't tell me that. I used to say some things to my friends. I don't know. I think men that are 30 plus or are in their 30s, like early 30s, 30 plus, I don't know. But I dated one and I found him manipulative. Like, I don't know, but that relationship, I cannot say that I have say. Because whenever I want to bring out a valid point, makes me feel like, when you want to say something and then the person knows deep down that you are trying to say the truth, and the person just say, babe, now it's nothing to worry about. You don't want to talk about it, but you keep doing it. And anytime we want to talk about it, you just divert to another thing.
Let me tell you something.
What if you have that kind of a case? How do you communicate with that kind of a person? That's what I feel like, because I've heard from friends about
And
their experience, and I have my experience too, and I've come to a conclusion that that's how they are. So I personally, I made up my mind that if it's going to be like that with anybody, I just think I would try as much as possible to find a time that we can actually really talk about something. It's not that when I want to talk about it, you are diverting me to something else. A time that we actually, like a us time, both of us, we just need to. I think the mistake I've made was that I did not push, because I was like, okay, you don't want us to talk about it. Yeah, now let's forget about it. Me too, I will leave it. But then I think that if you are consistent about something, you will be curious about that thing you want to ask. But then I actually used to feel like, maybe because you see me as a small girl,
Let me tell you this.
Growing up, I used to feel like, I cannot marry somebody that is older than me 10 years old.
Let me tell you this. Growing up, I used to tell my mom, in fact, I used to say it among my siblings, that I want to get married to an old Oyibo. I want to die today, tomorrow. But that is rich, that is very rich. As a young girl, you don't have any business with a 30 plus. To me, most of them are unlovable.
You get.
Most of them are unlovable. Let them go and find their peer. If he's not Ned, as long as you're so young and he's so there, you don't have any business. I'm not saying Ned, but I'm saying, you know what? When I say Ned, you know what Ned is coming with.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that will make you say, I want to talk about something. I'll say, what? Later. I used to, you nod your head like this
and send you money in your account.
Say later. You understand? So if he's not on that level of Ned, I don't know what you're doing with an older person. I don't know. To me, I feel like it does not make a lot of sense.
No, but 30 plus is not Ned.
30 plus can be Ned though. If it's coming from a rich family.
No, let's say from 30.
I'm not saying age-wise. I'm saying the bag.
Oh, okay. But we don't only look at the bag when we want to get married though. If it's not that Ned, don't look at the bag when you want to get married.
I don't want to say Ned, but you know what the whole baggage of Ned.
I understand.
It's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. If it's not that Ned,
for you to talk to him and he's saying he's not interested, or he's not,
or he's diverting you to something else.
That means it's Ned now. If it's not Ned, it's not Ned. You cannot Ned it. If no Ned, no talk. Yeah. So this is it. That's my own opinion though. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. That's just me. I cannot go for somebody that is 10 years older than me. If you're even 8 years older than me, I cannot go. I used to date one stupid idiot, God forgive me, that is just 5 years older than me. And if I want to eat eba at 6 p.m., he will tell me that, why you want to eat eba? You get fat. See your tummy, you press my stomach. See your tummy. Every
Nah,
big
nah,
body.
that's
I cannot use. I
there
cannot
is
use
no
Eba.
there is no small body shaming, there's no big body shaming. Body
There
shaming
is
is
body
body shaming.
shaming.
You can't body shame me and expect me to be in a relationship with you.
You cannot
No.
this. You
Because
cannot
okay,
that.
when people are talking about me outside, what do you want? What would you say? I saw something on TikTok one day. A guy posted their marriage. I think it's 8 years or 18. I don't know, maybe 10 years or so. Then when he married the lady was slim. She has a very nice
Okay,
tattoo.
I saw the
You saw the
trend,
trend too. And then now she's fat.
I think she has
Then,
4.
yes, do you get? Then the man posted his wife, and then people were commenting, look at how she's looking like.
He
You will
actually
not,
stood
you
up for the
like,
wife.
and it was like, I married her.
He was the one.
It was like I married
Commenting,
her.
like, replying those
Let
comments
me worry.
back to back.
It's none of your business to worry about my wife. So when you now have a man that is body shaming, imagine that kind of scenario. What would he say? Have I not told you?
My sister.
You are disgracing me. You are embarrassing me. You know that means you won't even go out with his friends. There's one I saw too on Instablog. They were just dating. And then the guy was like, "Hey, why did you post my picture? You that used to disgrace me in front of my friends. Blah blah blah." Yeah, I saw it on Instablog which day. You that used to disgrace me. You are just big. Look at you. Blah blah blah. And then I'm not blaming the lady though.
You will blame the lady.
No, wait. I'm not blaming her because she was still like I feel like the guy should understand that she's already getting pissed. But then she was not really acting like she's pissed because you can't tell me that and I'll still be giving you response and making things clear to you that I'm trying a lot, I'm going to the gym. No. If you don't see me for who I am, then fuck off. Because why would I be trying to? When you saw me, when you toasted me, was I not fat? Okay, if you want me to do something, yeah, there are ways you tell me. Babe, you know that if we go to the gym together now, that your shape will now come out, blah blah blah. Do you get?
But you
be inspired to go.
Those type of girls will still go back to that man.
That's the thing. Because in her response, she was not really
why
sharp
will you
about
blame the man when he's having what he can struggle
that's
for?
where self-love comes. I will be emphasizing on self-love. You have to love yourself. I am somebody that I don't love myself before. But when I went for NYSC camp, I think my eyes opened to a lot of things. Because then I was in a relationship. Every day my roommates, they know me. I'm always crying. I learned how to drink in camp. I don't know how to drink. I'm a type that if we go to parties while I was in school, I will take malts, I'll take coke. I don't know how to take alcohol. But when I was in camp, there was a day something happened. I was forced to drink. And since that day, it's not like I drank
so
to stupor or something. I drank and then I got to the room, I was crying. Like the cry I used to cry before was small. The cry I cried this particular day.
Tripled.
I think it was that cry that just opened the veil in my face. That are you mad?
You want to kill yourself?
Do you want to kill yourself because of who? Oga abeg. I was like, then one of my roommates now say, show Sharon. Oh, okay, Sharon now. Do you get? So back I'm like, okay, maybe I think I should. She now said, you need to love yourself first too. In everything you need to love yourself. And then since then, see, if I'm in a relationship today and it feels, I just feel like God does not want it to work for me. Maybe God has a better plan for me. Even if I've tried as much as possible to make it work, I'll just let go. Like
what kind of effort will a lady put in a relationship that you think that,
it depends on what is tackling the relationship now. It depends on what exactly is the matter. Do you get? It depends on what exactly is the matter before you will know, okay, what effort can I make? Do you get? And then if you make efforts, what if your efforts are not seen? Then that means you are not wanted there. You should know when to say goodbye to some things. Okay, you've made all your efforts, you've tried to make your valid point and nobody's saying it. So what else? You just have to move. Do you understand? It's not like I'm talking like a feminist too. No, I'm just talking about myself. Like since when I loved myself, I see myself for who I am. I think I've had peace of mind. It's not like I don't feel bad when I have heartbreak. It's not like that heartbreak did not pain me. But
as your heartbreak, I just connected. Like, okay, I have this heartbreak because of this reasons, and this other heartbreak is happening because of
actually yes, because I had one and I'm like, I think it's because I didn't communicate well. Like I did not see things in his own perspective. I want him to see things in my own perspective, and if he's not seeing that thing, I don't want to see it in his own perspective, and it really hurts me a lot too. But
That's the issue.
I can't undo what has
I
been
think
done. You would agree with me that if you go back to somebody that you've dated before, all in the sense that you found out that
I've
you
never
are at
dated my
fault.
ex.
No, hold on. Like
Let's
you
just say-
find out that you're at fault,
Okay.
and then this is somebody that you're really attracted to, and then you really want to go back to that relationship. He would also come back to you like he's in a relationship with you. But trust me, you guys are not in any relationship together anymore. The moment
It's
you
not even
left,
advisable.
no, the moment you left, because if you go back to him, okay, now you're begging him, using yourself to beg him. He will see you as once they were,
Ever.
ever they were,
I don't know about
and then it's going to continue. And then you in your mind, you feel like, as boyfriend, it's marriage. Do you understand? So I was about to take that step, and I just thought about it that if I go and do this thing now, and then at the end of the day, how would I say it? How old am I? Nobody's pushing me. Nobody's telling me. In as much as it's very, very key to have someone you're dating, and then not even dating alone, someone you want to get married to, does not still mean that you should just waste every I don't know how to put this now. Like it does not mean that you should just waste your time on unnecessary things. You get, when it is gone, it's gone. You cannot undo what has been done.
Let me say this. Now, you said loving yourself. Do you know that you can love yourself and not respect yourself?
Actually, yes, that's true.
Some ladies love themselves so much, but they don't have self-respect. They don't have self-dignity.
Oh, dignity, yeah. Like they just want to date everybody that comes their way because they're not ready.
Not even that. Not even that. Let's say, for example, let's create a scenario.
Okay.
You're dating somebody.
Okay.
You understand? You love yourself so much. Probably the person love you, meeting you at halfway or full way, whatever. But you guys are in a relationship. Now let's now say this person is probably cheating on you. You already knew this person is a chronic cheat. You understand? You have the knowledge. Now this is where self-respect comes in. Some girls, some lady, we still, instead of tackling the problem, which is the guy, you understand? But if you know you really want to be there in that relationship, you should know why he's cheating. Some people don't have why, but some people, I don't want to make excuses. Some people might have why. Sorry to say, some people have odor.
Okay.
I'm saying it because I heard something. I read it online though. She has odor, you understand, down there. And the guy has been trying to communicate, maybe not best enough that she understands. But the guy started cheating. The guy stopped touching her except she pushes for it, stuff like that. The guy started cheating. So now this guy, instead of like taking her time to face the guy or find why he's cheating,
So she already know why already.
No, she does not know.
The guy did not tell her.
The guy told her like in a way he does not want to be rude about it.
Okay.
So he is trying to say, babe, why not Google how to? He does not really know what ladies use like that. But he was saying something like Kayamata instead of something like femme fresh, something feminine wash.
Okay.
Instead of saying something like that, he was introducing Kayamata stuff like that, and the other was still there. You can use Kayamata and still lose your man. You understand? Have you used Kayamata?
Igbo. Abeg, who God has blessed.
So now this is where self-respect comes in. Ladies started fighting every lady. No,
Are they married? Were they married?
dating.
They were dating, and your boyfriend is
They are dating
advising
like
you to
they
use
already know
Kayamata.
themselves. No, the guy knows that she should use Kayamata for him.
No. Kayamata has different. You see, it's these days that people are now abusing this thing. While I schooled in Ilorin, when I first got to Ilorin, where I was staying, that's what they do there. They sell Kayamata. So Kayamata is not just something that you use to kill men. There are a lot of things. The Hausas use it to send their kids to their husband's house. Kayamata is not just for let him enjoy me. There are a lot of things you can use it for.
Yeah, but the guy is not aware. He was thinking like the ladies' stuff should be like Kayamata, since
Kayamata has perfume, like normal perfume that you smell nice, not for anything. Like, okay, it's not by force that a man follows you. Okay, so are you telling me that there are also people that put it in their children's marriage kits? Are they telling them to fornicate? No,
the guy don't know.
People just use it for different purposes. But then the narratives about Kayamata that is a very bad thing to use, blah 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 blah, I don't think is true. But in this our Gen Z
generation,
and then people that sells it now, they don't say anything aside from the man is going to give you plenty money if you use this one. So people already have a bad narrative. Do you understand? So it's not like Kayamata is used for promiscuous activities like that.
But the guy does not have the knowledge. He was just thinking in his head that Kayamata is something that she's going to use to clear herself up. So the guy started cheating. And this guy, there's a limit to when you want to fight for your man.
Yeah.
I'm not against fighting for your man.
If he's worth it.
If he is worth it. But she went as far as going to their house to fight.
To whose house? The ladies' house.
Those girls, yes.
No. That's that's where you even lost your respect. Why would you carry your two left legs
to somebody's house
to go and fight for a man?
So to a point that she started knowing them out. Probably some are selling stuff online. She'll just chat them like, oh, I want to order this.
No.
Stop.
No, that's not nice. Even stealing your maybe your girlfriend's, your boyfriend's side chick, or your husband's side chick number, and then calling her. It's not nice.
I'll tell you for free.
Let's just say the truth.
Out of
it's 100. Not nice. I'm not married though. But even in relationship, I cannot take my guy's phone now. Okay, let's say let me read this chat, and then I'll now carry my phone. I would face my guy. I think it's my guy that we have.
Let me tell you,
we have problem together. I might not even. I might fight with him about that, babe. So I saw one girl on your phone. So me, I'm not doing this for you. I'll be blah 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 blah. Do you get? Or maybe I can go as far as telling him, waking him up immediately. I even see the message and say, look at it. What am I not doing? What is it that I'm not doing for you that is making you do this? Do you get? But going as far as calling them out, beating them up.
If they place 100 women now, I'm telling you for free, if they place 100 women, 95 women have called their boyfriend or their husband, side chick, they have called them. They have even swear for them.
That's not a nice thing to do.
If you call my husband,
I'm not married. I've never been married. You. But even in relationship, I wouldn't do that.
If you call my husband, I'll swear for you. I'll swear for you.
It's not that bad.
I'm not capping, It's that bad. If you call my husband,
call your husband for what?
I don't know.
Oh no. Okay, you two. Yeah, are you going to pick the car?
I'm telling you, I can do it.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I can do
it. No. That's not nice though.
I can do it.
See, that's what I think. It's very painful.
Wait, chill. Let me tell you something. Men can cheat. 100% of them. Maybe 99.8 will cheat.
Only the two.
You understand? Only 0.2 probably will not cheat. But I'm telling you, even that 0.2, there are some ladies that they are aware that they are married, but they are still in their DM. I'm telling you. Oh, this person is married. You already know. Okay, let's say, for example, a guy is married. Chill. Let's say, for example, a guy is married. You know that he's married. You understand? It's not as if, even if he's a billionaire, I don't want to use an average guy as an example. Let's say he's a billionaire. You already know he's married. There are ways you play your game. You collect his money. You don't have to die there. You don't have to die there.
Okay, maybe the problem we have now is that some people just want to collect another person's husband. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And some people want to just be like a regular side chick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like they want to have a position in his heart.
Okay.
Like I am a side chick. You understand? This is wife. They will even create space for the wife that I shall not reach where your wife day. Now they did my own. Do you understand? They want to create
like they are giving themselves the second wife title.
Not even second wife, side chick. They are aware that they are side chick. They don't want to marry you too, but they just want to keep that position in your mind that you have a side chick. So when you're trying to think of something to do for your wife, you have to like think about them too.
No, do men do that now?
They play. They play. Oh, so you want to send your wife on vacation? Me nko, is it because I'm not married to you? Is it because of this? Before you know, you transfer 1 million to the person, or you pay for their flight to Dubai, or you sponsor this or you sponsor that. Like by the time you start doing that, small, before you know, it will turn to an habit, and subconsciously you start to think about them. Do you understand? I think that if you know that this guy is married or this man is married, there's no point trying to die there. You know, you fly. You don't have to die there. You don't know the sacrifice that your wife has made for him to be in that position.
True.
So you don't have to die there. There's one video that was trending one time that one lady was saying that she's a professional side chick. I don't know, that the housewife does not have time to take care of the wife, and she has all the whole time. She will massage the leg, she put the breast on his face.
Me, I just feel like those things are capping, Jare. Everybody just wants to trend on social media.
It's not capping.
I don't really believe in social media.
It's not capping. Like it's not capping. People are so desperate. When it comes to money, people are so desperate. People are so desperate. But this is it. Once you cut your coat according to your size, the kind of problem you will have. And once you are working, once you have your money, like you are a woman, you are working, you know your worth, you have self-discipline. Like there's nothing that they want to say. They will meet you ahead.
But you know that nowadays, if you are independent, you are working, you are like, you don't have anything to worry about. Even if your guy gives you something, is a plus. I think some men find it very challenging now.
They should.
Because they'll feel like, you are not submissive. Because do you know that if you have work, wait, let me say something. If you are independent and everything, if maybe you are not the type that gets angry all the time, and then whenever you get angry, and then maybe your spouse knows that I'm at fault too. If he wants to get at you, you'll be like you are proud because you are working, or maybe he's not doing the kind of job you do. Do you understand? You cannot say maybe it's because you are working. Do you get? So that because safe. Now another thing on its own. So guys even find it very challenging to date somebody that is independent.
To me, I'll say this. I am working 7 days. Is it 7 days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 days. I'm working 6 days per week. I work on Christmas days. I work all holidays. My work, I think I don't even have break. I think it's difficult for me to even catch a breath. I make my own money. My husband makes his own money. His money is a plus to me. And if I want to argue with him, I will fucking argue. Now, if you allow those kind of statements to like weigh you down, want to kill, it's a sign, is a kind of way to shut you down. If you don't know, and if you oblige to that kind of terrorism, because it's terrorism, if you oblige to that kind of terrorism and you allow them shut you down, small, you don't get voice again. What you want to say it. Do you understand? Still say it. If you say, it's because you're proud, it's because you're this, it's because you're that, just tell him, I don't care what you say. What I am saying is, this is what you are doing, and I don't like it. You guys will still settle. And he's still going to tell you in a lower tone that, you know, I don't like the way you spoke to me. Can you tell him, sorry, I don't mean it like that. But you too. This thing that you're doing doesn't make sense. You understand? It does not make sense.
I just think for marriage, for anything, communication is just key. That's just it. I think communication and understanding.
So we don't need to
really
be scared
matters.
of marriage. You don't need to be scared. Why are you
so if we can tackle these things,
you don't need to be scared.
I don't think we should be scared of marriage.
You don't need to be scared of marriage. Marriage is a very beautiful thing. You're going to marry once and marry right. To me, I don't think there's a reason for you to panic for marriage, especially when you have someone that is ready financially, mentally, emotionally, everything. Some people have everything in check, but because they are scared of what is going to happen, he will cheat on me, he will go and do this, his mother does not like me.
Mm. Ah. Oh,
Some people are already going into
so far
the marriage.
the man likes you. His parent has to like you.
Now it is not your
His
duty.
parent has to like, but it is not your duty to make them like
anyone
you.
like you.
Mm-mm. They just have to like you.
Are you even aware that some people will just see? I'm not saying your in-laws. Some people will just see you like normally, and they don't even vibe with you.
Yes, they don't
You
like
didn't offend them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They just see you and they don't vibe. I have people that I don't vibe with. They don't even offend. They don't even step on me. I just don't battle their vibe. I have people that they don't vibe with me too. They don't battle my vibe. It's just like that. I don't hate them though, but I try to look for a connection, but it's not coming up. So I just let it be. Do you understand?
But in
Now, this
marriage,
is
I
not-
just feel like
See, this is
everybody
the
has to
reality.
like you.
Everybody does not have to like you. Let me say this. Everybody does not have to like you. Just do what you have to do correctly.
Mm.
Then
Just
leave,
have a clear conscience.
then leave the gap.
Maybe.
Yeah. Somebody not liking you is different from a toxic environment. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? My mother-in-law can come in now and say, I don't know, this and that, that and that. She might sit, I might serve her juice, I might serve her snacks, and I'll just go inside and press my phone. Does not mean that I don't like her. We just don't vibe. Do you understand? Like, we don't have gist to gist. And this is something I can equally do to my mom. I can serve my mom right now, go and sleep. Do you understand? There are some days that you're going to sit and gist with her.
But then I feel like when you are gisting with them, you make them comfortable. It's not like
This is what you will do. This is what you will do. If you're someone like me that do not really talk much, or you lack gist. Me, I lack gist sometimes. Just tune into your Yoruba, Abina Igbo, any station that they show film. Just put it before you know. Mama, see that boy, he wants to kill that girl. That kind of thing. Before you know, you guys will talk.
Yeah.
So even if you go and sleep, end of discussion. No story.
True.
But if the environment is very toxic, if they are saying it like, she cannot marry him as my son, oh, this and that, run, oh. If they are telling you cannot marry their son, run. You cannot marry their son. Even if you have 10 kids there, you will leave. And if that boy mistakenly die, and your property is in Mr. and Mrs. I don't want to say too much, you will suffer. Do you understand? So this is it. Vibe with everybody equally and leave space. You cannot be too loose. Do you understand? And you cannot be available all the time. Let them call and say, oh, some people, they want to throw jab to you, like, hello, tell your wife, oh, maybe she should come and help me do something. Their son will tell them, that wife will say 6 o'clock, she don't go work. They will know that, this woman is busy. She's helping my son, this and that. And when your husband is singing praises of you in their ears, that, Mama, I married right. This woman is helping me. Imagine only me, my son's school fees, house rent, this and that. Do you understand? If your husband is trying to make you look expensive in front of them, and if your husband is going to do that, the work starts from you. And what you need to do is simple. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Leave boundaries. Let your husband know. See, when I'm not there, I'm not saying my husband cannot cheat or cannot do anything. But if I am not there and something is about to happen, or somebody is about to take something that belongs to me, my husband will be telling you, don't touch it, oh. It belongs to my wife. Don't touch it. But when you are too loose, when there's no gap, when there's no boundary, take it now. Men are like that. Once you teach them how to treat you, before you correct it, before you will change that narrative about yourself that, no, I have standard now, treat me with respect. You'll sing, you'll tire.
And that's even if he's ready to even change.
That is it. So you just have to respect yourself, set boundaries, love everybody, and vibe equally. There's no fear in this thing. Just choose. I'm not saying, some people will say choose right, but to me, there's no right person. No, there's no 100%.
You find your person and make him the right person you want.
Just find somebody that you can, when you know that you have issue, even if you go to bed with that issue, before the second day or whatever, you guys must talk. You guys must talk. So you want to go out, no good morning. Sometimes when I want to prove stubborn, but I will say, so you will go outside this house now, no good morning, nothing. I will say, she I greeted you yesterday. I say, before you know, you will hit me like that. You understand? You can tap my bum. So yesterday sorry. Yesterday good morning is what I will use as today's good morning. And I'll tell him, good morning now. I say, you too, good morning now. Before you know, you will talk. But you as a lady, you keep only you one. You keep malice. You have pride. Some people even mistake pride for self-love and self-affirmation or whatever they call it. It is pride. Oh, I cannot do this. I can never do this. Why? Why can't you do it? Everybody have to be flexible. If you know your guy too will be flexible once they see that flexibility in you. And you don't have to bend every time for him. Sometimes prove your point. But for some things that you know that you will not die
when you do
it, why not? I cannot wash plate too. Me with my nails like this, nails that I did 10,000 naira. I'm not gonna soap inside water. You go for what? You want your husband to go and bring maid, and you know that he's struggling to pay the house rent. What are you doing?
That's selfishness.
If you know you truly need maid, you can work, and probably weekend you bring in somebody to clean the whole house thoroughly, and you pay that person, the person leave. There's no constant housemaid that you have to worry about every blessed day. Then you know that feel is coming from your pocket, because if you say you will not spend,
I don't even like that part when you have a stranger in your house that takes care of you.
Then you clean yourself. Then you clean yourself.
The person can come in and do whatever they want to do while I'm at home.
Yes.
And then leave. But the fact that you'll be staying in the same house with me and my family, I don't think is advisable.
I don't buy it too. But then when you get to that point, if you really need it, you really need it.
I don't buy it.
But then it is what it is.
A lot of people have people that come to their house when they are at home during weekend that clean their house and then leave. And then whenever they need their service, they call them. You don't necessarily need to move in with
There's some registered companies that render all these services. So you can just call, and then they send somebody down to your place. They clean your house, they fumigate, they do all these things, and then you get them paid and they go. It's not that difficult. Just get somebody you know that it is on the same page with you. That's why I said from the beginning, you and your partner have to be a tag team.
Yeah.
So that when you're not there, you can say that, don't do this, so my wife will not like it too. And even before you come, even when you arrive, they'll tell you, your husband said that. Like they'll be telling you, not in
a wicked
way, but your husband knows that you will not like this, you will not like that. You understand? It's not about PDA every time, kissing, loving. Let them know, this is my wife. This is what she likes. Set your boundaries and go straight. Not only Mesha Indomie every time. It is well. So, Mr. Lani, do you have any advice for the single ladies like you?
Also single.
Single ladies like you, advise yourself.
Okay, so let's say, we are single, so, and we are going through a lot. We meet different people every day for different purposes. So the thing is, I just think that we should try to communicate more. We should not say, because he's not apologizing to me after a fight, I'm also not going to call him. Or okay, I'm also not going to pick his call whenever he calls me, or we should be doing first to call. Do you get? Let's just try as much as possible. Let's understand everybody we are dating at the moment. If we are dating, and if we are not dating, whenever we find someone we are dating, let's have the mindset of, I'm not saying that you must marry the person, but let's have the mindset of, I don't want to joke with this person. I don't just want to be a fling or something. I really want to make things right this time around, and then try as much as possible to make it right. And I'm not talking about when it's becoming toxic. Just make things right. When you feel like you like this person, you guys are vibe matched, you know, I don't want to lose this person. Just try as much as possible to make it work, so that you would not be regretting at the end of the day that, I would have married this person. Oh, look at him now, he's married. Because we are single and we obviously want someone does not mean we should also be desperate. We should know what we want. When we get what we want, we should cherish it with everything we have. When I mean cherish it, it's not like you be worshiping the person. No. It has to be the same thing both ways. It's not like it just be on your own side. Let it be the same. And then let's love ourselves, so that when there are shackles in this relationship, we can tackle it because of the self-love we have. It's not like we'll now be crying all over social media, be calling his friends, help me talk to him. That's one thing you should not even do when you're in a relationship. You and your partner can sit down and talk. You don't need to tell friends about something, because see, your friends, they will not tell you to date the person. They will be telling you, I feel it now. Do you get? So please, let us just know our worth. Let's just do things right. Let's make things right. Let's not use pride for everything, because we ladies, we have pride and we'll say that is self-love, is independence. Let's just make things right. All
right. So thank you, Mr. Lanin. So okay, guys, thank you for staying tuned. We'll be back again with another interesting and educative topics on Sit with Milo. So make sure you follow all of our social media handles, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is where we'll be dropping the full episode. So thank you, guys. I remain your host, Milo. Bye bye.